So, let's see what the weather looks like. I just said that there. It looks to be very clear skies. So, yeah. Very clear skies. Let's see what else. Oh, this phone's really trying to make me look like someone different. Okay. Closing the door. Slammed it. What the fuck? They keep putting something on the board. So that's not too much. This is a good thing. Especially if there's just fucking cowards out there that may be preying on a dude who's unconscious, who's like asleep, and who's defenseless, who can't, fight back. That would just be, would that be disgusting, but it would also be like, absolute. That'd be something that if there was a God would not want on this planet. I wouldn't want anything like that in this universe. Would anybody else? I mean, say I was the worst person in the galaxy, in the world, in the universe, or just the worst person on Earth, or in America. Would you rather see me be belittled, picked on, and humiliated, and beaten up violently while asleep, while look silly and ridiculous, or would you rather see it while I'm awake and conscious and aware of it, so you can really see like some fear in my eyes, or see like, see me get the shit knocked out of me, and see my responses to it? Well, if I thought you were just the worst, sickest type of man, I would want to beat the shit out of you while you were awake and aware of it, and want everyone to see it with their own eyes, and not be, I don't know, just this disgusting garbage that needs to be removed from everyone's life, whoever these people are. I know it's a group of people. I know it's not just one person. It's a group of just absolute need to delete shit. Need to delete them. How do we remove them? No, how do we delete them? How do we erase these disgusting people? Oh, my mirror. I know that they might have a system in play where when I do walk around town, or when I am home, it makes it seem as though they're punking me or making me look weak or this or that. But in all honesty, I have heard what I thought was shit talking many a times in my room, in my room from the hallway, and have opened up my door just like that, like went out there, see if anyone was out there, and not a goddamn person in sight. Walked around the corner, nobody. And then once in a while, I would hear it, and it would sound like it'd be like right outside my door. And I'd go and I'd right away look outside the door, and then somebody would walk around the corner, usually like an old person, like an old, like African American lady or man, sometimes like an old white guy, and they would just, or elderly, I should say, white guy, and they would just like, I don't know, have their head down. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I don't know if they'd be looking directly at me, because they'd be like way by the elevator and stuff. Oh, I burnt myself. Anyways, and they would like mumble. Sometimes I'm like, hey, how are you? You know, they're like, hi, or whatever. So I'm like, it can't be them. You know, when I walk around town, I think the same thing. Sometimes I hear like, hey, and I'm like, dude, is this motherfucker behind me? Is this motherfucker behind me like trying to like say he wants to talk to me, but is like 100 feet back? And so I'll stop and I'm like trying to look at him. Everybody knows I need glasses to see. I don't have contacts. Everyone knows that. Everybody knows, I squint. You know, when I can't see, I squint. It doesn't really help to see though. And I'm like, when I do kind of like see them clearly, I'm like, what's up? Like, I know you can hear me. Like, what's up? Are you talking to me? And then, no, they start talking like to pretend talking or talking to somebody else, whatever. But making it almost seem like they're talking to me. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? You got something to say? Like, please, please tell me, like a man in person right in front of me and next to me, not invisible though. Like, I'm showing you there's an invisible person right there. Like, I wish there was an actual person right there, like physically a person right there. And, be a man about it. Do it while I'm, coherent. Not even just, yeah, coherent. Definitely coherent. Even on drugs, you can be coherent. Because until then, you guys are just disgusting terrorists of the fucking universe that need to be deleted. And are also not just terrorists, but pussy coward weasels. Not weasels, I shouldn't say weasels. Weasels are probably a commendable creature. Just the kind of people that should not exist. And that's coming from someone who you guys got to look at. And you know what I mean? That's pretty bad. It's really bad. I think that maybe once I am rescued and out of this situation, because I've never done that, by the way, that I know of factually. Yeah, unless they fucking forced it on me or something while I was, again, asleep or unconscious. And then again, that makes them even more fucking disgusting. I think once I'm rescued and taken to a better place where there's actual, intelligent people, I won't have those same, the same bullshit around me, that same stuff that, I don't know. I don't think so. I know that they've contributed so much to a lot of ugliness that people who don't even know me don't like me. So if they're able to do that, then they're able to do a lot to hurt me. So I need somebody or anybody who's willing to seek me out, to find the truth about me, if anyone cares. I hope people care. I want everyone to love me. It's unfortunate that my family, or who I thought was my family, was used to make me look distasteful to a lot of people. They probably were never my family. I probably just never had one. And not only that, obviously they were part of the setup from the beginning too, which would make it almost impossible for people. And if the whole world was part of the setup, and it's well, if the whole world was part of the setup, then it's very possible to get the whole world to welcome me, embrace me, like me, maybe even love me. See that I'm good-natured, but I also, when I want to, maybe not even when I want to, I act out with violence. I have been violent against people here, physically, while they are awake and conscious and aware of it, of course. When I was hearing, I don't do it anymore. I think they're trying to ignore me now. But when they would try to belittle me or say things to set me off, like that they were raping Victoria or that they raped me or whatever, I still don't trust the whole talking with the mind thing. And everyone still wears masks. A lot of people still wear masks as COVID. So I can't see if their mouth is moving. And sometimes it would help to tell if someone's talking shit if I actually plugged my ears with my fingers. And I felt like when I plugged my fingers or my ears with my fingers and I was close to them, then I, like close proximity, then I would know for sure if that was talking shit. So I would do that. And then I would look at him and I would say, like, are you talking shit? Like, was that you who said that? And they would either like mumble with their mouth or not say anything at all, but like, so I square up with them, I get in front of them, like, I'm gonna fucking hit you. Is that you? And then they would do something like, instead of saying no, 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 or anything like that, they gave their admission of guilt and pop them in the face a couple times, once or twice. And I feel like that's warranted, given the fact that the whole cities are in on this. I should have the legal right to take lives at this point, but they're not going to give that to me, of course. No, it's not paranoia. It's not. Especially whether it's a computer, whether it's you guys or me, when I am looking at videos from the electronics that you guys are responsible for letting me get. I mean, when I go to Target and get this, who placed this phone there for me to purchase? I didn't make it. I didn't manufacture it. And I see these videos that start to look like me and my child being molested and raped. And then some of them look like we're like just in all kinds of disgusting situations. And then it starts rolling back to like where I'm an adolescent. You can see my face, like from pictures that I've seen of myself as a kid. And it's like, that little boy right there, that's me. Like, that looks like me. So when it comes to that can't be all from my mind, especially if you guys all notice it too. So are these real videos or what is it? And so in that case, do I have the right at that point to harm someone to the point of getting them out of my universe? I think so. I think so. And also, and if I can't do that, and if I won't ever be given that right, even if I was God here on earth, I wouldn't be given that right. Nobody in their right or sane mind, unless they knew exactly what I was going through or had went through, or knew from everyone's perspective, that perspective being right next to me physically and seeing from their eyes, not technology, what's happened to me physically and emotionally and with words and this and whatever, and manipulation, would give me that right, unless they knew exactly what I've gone through. And that case, they would, but that would probably be someone who's responsible, and they wouldn't give me that right because it would harm them. And giving me that right would be while I'm, in this, while I'm aware and conscious and awake, handing me over some paperwork, official paperwork stating legally, legal paperwork that I can do that I could, take the life of someone who's taken mine without any legal negative ramifications. Yeah, you're right. Stop trying to talk while I'm talking, though, because then I start using your words instead of mine, or my words that I've used before instead of ones I would use now. So please, if there's anybody out there who might care, maybe like my government, not my government, but the government that, that I was raised knowing it to be my government, can help. The United States of America government come and, take me away from this place and, compensate my pain with money, my past pain with money, compensate my non-understanding of the world with money, so I could be happy, be able to honestly take care of myself and become a healthy individual, minded and physically. And so I'm not in the situation that I've been in my whole life, where someone is taking care of me but taking advantage of me, taking care of me but making me sick, taking care of me but hating me all the while in the background when no one can see, because that's when I'm asleep. And my daughter for basically just to do it. Means that their belonging is not here, and the rest of ours is. And if I'm foreign or alien to this world, then I definitely identify more with the people that would never make the kind of decisions that they have made, harm innocent people. Unless I was doing it and letting everybody know, and the people that I was doing it to know, I'm fucking with you, and I'm telling you to your face, in person, directly, without the use of technology or benevolency or telepathic, whatever that is, like a man, like a person, like a I don't know what you call it, a strong person, like a fucking king would do, And since they are just unable to do it, that means they are weak cowards, and you're right, I really don't belong here. And they say it themselves, so I don't think that's a bad judgment call or a bad decision. Where they say they belong. I'm stopping the video right now.